Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oregon's offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And the Ducks will hustle to the line.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Looking to throw on second down. He's right on target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Back open in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Ducks line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. So LSU's offense will take the field for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, then he's got the speed to get outside.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Comes out throwing on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. LSU right back to the line. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Got the quick pass. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Give to the running back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll put the tight end in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Ducks will punt this one away. Looking for a block. It's Gadecki. That nifty... The offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Looking to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Throws for the tight end. Finds his man enough for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last.
Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. After the misconnection, it's second down. Quarterback checking off. He's going to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They get him on the... down. The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. The snap sets up the throw. He's got his man. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. 27-0. He'll bring it out. It's Martinez. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Here's the handoff. He breaks a tackle, finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Wants to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Ducks want to move quickly.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for 1st down.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. 6th play of the drive coming up.
Good enough for 1st down.
They keep attacking through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Martinez. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Snags it over the middle. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to get rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Sampson. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Makes the grab, and he hauled it in, but couldn't quite get it to the end zone. Defense forces him out of bounds at the 3. They've got it down to the 3, now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
The AT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Death Valley than you? A captivating game so far. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Motion from the offense. On second down, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback checking the play. On third down, going up top. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Finds his tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
On second down, he'll fire. And the ball's out, and they're after it. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Oregon! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall. one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Virginia Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He wants to throw. Trying to get to it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. LSU quick to the line.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He's got it. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Right back to the well. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets to 1st down. 1st down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Wants to go up top. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be... will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Martinez. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but The guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history. And just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Went up top on second down. That leaves him needing a yard here on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Ducks are threatening on first and goal. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Turning to the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now.
It's complete. Hey, huge.
Complete.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He completed the pass, but welcome to college football, freshman. He took a hit there. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. The give to the single back. Tackled after picking up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide out in motion. Going up top on first down. Coming after it. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation.
He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Oregon. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do. But the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
LSU 35, Oregon 29.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Running back searching for a hole. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Hand off from the shotgun. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The clock and the scoreboard on their side as they come to the line, 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Quarterback keeper. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. So a drive there of 82 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Quickly out to the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, quarterback had exactly what he wanted there. He had his big fella work in the middle of the field. You thought that was going to be an easy pitch and catch? Not so much. It's a mental error by the tight end. They got to clean that up.
Getting some heat. Makes the catch. It's Martinez. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And they spike it to stop the clock.
The throw is incomplete.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Offense set on 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the 1st. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. He'll keep it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Quarterback will audible. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. And this is exactly the start